Hello. Man, I've never felt so good. I felt so good just now. TQL broker just called me. I answered the phone and I told him, I said, before he could get any word out of his mouth, I said, TQL, I don't need your load. We are boycotting TQL. If TQL, J Beyond, and Uber Freight, because they have joined it. Uber Freight used to pay very good, but Uber Freight now, in fact, they are terrible. They are worse than even TQL now. Because, they have all these people in China and India and somewhere booking their loads. J Beyond, TQL, CH Robinson, and Uber Freight, I don't need their loads. If they are the only people to book loads with, I'm telling you, I'll find something else to do. But I'm not interested in this business, if that's the only thing. You see, it got to get to a point when people try to be nasty, evil, and wicked to you. Right? And I know it's a good preaching. Nice to your enemy, love them that persecute you. But these people, they are thieves, they're criminals. That's a whole different ballgame. And for my scriptures, I know from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffereth violence, and the violent shall take it by force. The kingdom of God suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force. For us to restore our dignity in this trucking industry, we are the truckers. We are the one that make the sacrifices to be out there walking, moving the freights from the warehouses to the store. The cars, the groceries people eat, we move them. The shippers pay for them to move. What does the broker do? What does the broker really do in this industry? But we let them have it. And the reason why they had it is because we were doing nothing when they were doubling down. When they get away with it 1 week, we don't do nothing, they go next week. They go the next week. Let me tell you this. A gentleman was trying to book a load from Texas to Alabama. The load was paying $4,500 because the wife worked for a broker company. This dude trying to get himself paid $2,000 to move that load. Imagine the distance. This is over 1,000 miles. They were trying to pay him $1,500 or $1,600. And the wife told me, he said, you know what? He said, I told my husband, don't take it. He said, that load got $4,500 on it. And who else you think was the company? These criminals, that's what they do. But I've been telling folks, they're not listening. They're putting this on Ukraine and Russia war. Ain't got nothing to do with Russia and Ukraine. The Russia and Ukraine criminals we're dealing with, they're right here in America. And I'm telling you guys, it's not even to boycott TQL and the rest of this other company. If we can just sacrifice, shut down for 1 week, that's all it takes. But this boycotting and everything, it's just gonna hurt us. I just made up my mind personally. TQL, J Beyond, Uber Freight, and which one again? CH Robinson's. I don't want their loads. Because they destroy the industry. And that's what all these little brokers now are learning from. All the little brokers are learning from these big giants and idiots. And above all, me personally, I am praying and I am prophesying over their business, cursing their business to the root, that their business will not go to generations after this one. The billions they have made to raise their children, to do whatever they want to do, that they thought is going to sit up there. But you see, it's about time people know in America that there's God that sits on the throne, that watch over the affairs of men. But what we don't do, we don't employ his power to be deployed on this earth. Because the Bible says, whatever we bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatever we loose on earth will be loose in heaven. That means whatever we stop can be stopped. Whatever we release can be released. Where is that power? It is in you and I. We have the ability to do it. But anyway, I'll save that for another video. Most importantly, guys, on my last video I made in October, before people started losing their trucks and businesses mercilessly, I said, guys, if we don't shut down now, it's going to be so bad. You'll be moving freights for free or almost nothing, where you can barely pay your bills. Only you pay your insurance, barely pay your truck payment. Then what do you drive for? If you cannot pay, you get mortgage to pay. You get what? You get phone bill. You got all these bills to pay. How are you going to pay all these bills? Take care of your children. Take care of your family. How are you going to do it when you don't make the money you're supposed to make to do that? So I'm just advising you guys, even to the boycott, they will survive it. Because these people got, remember, they got billions of dollars stacked up in the bank. But one thing I can tell you, these big industries, like they've always done, they set their rate. JB Hunt has been like this forever. JB Hunt was paying cheap. Forever they've been paying cheap. Name them all. But Uber Freight was good. TQL them were good. And also, these small broker companies were also paying well. But they realized, oh, what the heck? Why am I doing this? If TQL them are doing that, then let's follow suit. So they were the bad example. JB Hunt, TQL, CH Robinson, and Uber Freight. Well, Uber Freight was good too. But now, if you watch them, they don't even give the jobs to people in America. You see, this is a mistake we keep making in America. Companies that are in America, they are giving jobs to people in China and other parts of the world to build their economy. Because you know why? They are paying them to book loads cheap. That's what they are doing. They're giving jobs to other people who are not paying taxes into America. Then we are the ones who are working here. We are paying taxes because some of us have corporations, some of us have businesses, some of us, we are paying in taxes as the Americans here. Is that fair? That's not fair. That's not a fair share. But we can stop this. Are we willing to do it? What? Are we going to wait? I mean, we came from when Trump was in office. We are being paid $3, $3.50, $4 a mile. Some loads even $5 or $6 when they are really high value loads to move them. At that time, what was the cost for diesel? $2, $2.35, or even under to moms and pops or quick trip or racetrack. You get good fuel from them and it's cheap. But now we're talking about $5 almost for fuel in Florida, but they want to pay you $1 or less than $2 to move a load out of there. Going into Florida, you know it's bad coming out of Florida anyway, regardless. But going into Florida now you take a load to Orlando from Atlanta, it's $1,400. You take a load further down, it's maybe $2,000 or $2,100 to Miami. But when you are coming out, it's going to hit you because you're not getting a good load. It doesn't matter what you confess. It's not about confess negative or that's just the market, how they work it there. But guys, I'm just encouraging you. If we do this, we're going to see a great turnaround in less than a month. Because you know what? TQL, Beyond, Schneider, or Uber. Well, Uber Freight is just a broker company. They don't have trucks. Forget about them. If they choose to even buy trucks, they will not have money enough to pay drivers to drive well for them. So forget about them. But it's Beyond and TQL. If we deal with these people, Beyond cannot move freight by themselves. Schneider cannot. Warner Enterprise. These people are not equipped enough to keep America moving by themselves. We, the small companies and the other companies, we have the ability to do it. You know what they just hate why they're doing all this? Because they are struggling to keep drivers, to retain drivers. They're having high turnovers. Drivers quitting. Everybody wants to buy their trucks. Since this Trump administration was in, gave all this money for SBA, and this SBA money is still flowing under the Biden administration. You know, people are buying trucks. They are, branching off to, start their own business. And now the trucks prices are this high. Your payment, you're not going to see $1,300 a month, or you're going to see $1,500 a month. No. Now, these new trucks, 2018 and above, you're talking about $2,000 for these trucks. So, how are you going to make insurance $2,000, $2,500 because insurance have gone up? Truck payment, you got fuel. Before, I used to spend about $900 on fuel for the whole week, or $1,200 of fuel. I'm able to make $12,000 a week for $1,200 fuel, $1,200 fuel. Now you're gonna spend $3,000 of fuel to make $7,000. Or this is funny. It's really funny. But one thing I know, things are about to turn around. But we have to make it happen fast. Heaven can do nothing on earth without the work of man involved. God needs people. Same as the devil used these idiots to do things they are doing right now, so God used good people to do his will. Let's get together. Let's do this. Let's make this happen. Truckers, I love you. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Great.